Alright, here we are on another adventure with Thompson Outdoors. Hi, I'm Steve Thompson. I'm your host for the weekend. And I'm here with my lovely bride, Vicki. And this is Vicki's first camp out and hunt combination. We're in a great little place out in the middle of nowhere called Durhamtown Plantation. Durhamtown is filled with a bunch of motocross biking trails, ATV trails. There's probably 150 miles of trails out here, and people from all over the southeast come out here to ride and play. Well, there's also a hunting club out here, and we're members of the hunting club, and this weekend we've come out to take a little harvest of deer. So we've set up our camp, we've got our tent spread, we've got the campfire going. It's a nice weekend. It's Happy Thanksgiving 2011, and we're going to take you on a deer hunt with us. We hope you enjoy this. All right, we're about to begin our hunt. Of course, we're at Durhamtown, so with all the riding trails and ATVs, it's important that we exercise safety. Not to mention they make us wear the helmets. So we're getting ready to ride in our four-wheeler out to a beautiful little food plot. Come with us. And action.
No.
Okay, we just pulled the four-wheeler into the woods, came down the great little ATV trail, and we're going to make our way to the stand number 17 on Last Chance Road. It's about 65 degrees out. It's a nice warm afternoon, especially after a cold start of nearly 30 degrees this morning. Got a nice little food plot. There's a river that runs behind the ridge here. There's been some big bucks seen in this area. There's the box stand that we're going to be hunting. Okay, I was just showing you a picture. This stand has been a buck-only stand all season long, but Thanksgiving has passed, so now we can take does from these big stands. So there hasn't been much pressure at all. I don't think any deer have been killed off of this stand yet. So we got a nice view. Got about an hour and a half until twilight. And during that magical moment where the sun slowly sinks down into the horizon, we're going to see this field come alive. Okay, we're back at the campsite. Unfortunately, we didn't have any luck out in the woods this afternoon, but we got a beautiful fire, hanging out with my beautiful wife, who's in the dark. And we're getting ready to just decompress, and then tomorrow morning we're going to be at it again. Okay, we're going to try out something a little bit different this time. We got a power line right here. Vicki is going to go solo up to the box stand at the end of this power line. We got a couple hours till last light, about 2.5 hours. So Vicki's on her way up there with her little 308, and she's going to see a little action this evening. And then I'm going to make my way over to a little food plot just down the way. We're going to split up, we're going to divide, and we're going to conquer. Okay, about 75 yards out, close to 100 yards, there's a deer in the back corner. You can't see it real good with the iPhone, but if you look where that cedar tree is, just to the left of it, and about 10 yards to the back, the little doe was just there as I got up into the stand. A little bit small, be a good eater, but I just got in the stand, so I'm going to wait. Let's see how this evening goes. Okay, I've been watching this doe for the last 30 minutes, and it's kind of like hanging out at a bar the longer you stay, the better they look. Oh, this one's starting to make me drool. It's like a little honey butter ball, and I know it would be good on the grill, but still, I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for the bigger one to come out. Big doe, big buck, one or the other. Okay, there's 2 more does that just came out. One of them's a shooter. Possibly. Still gonna wait a bit. Once again, we are back at the campfire. Got Vicki over here is loading it up. We're gonna make a little bonfire. And it's been another unsuccessful day. I didn't shoot any of the does that I saw. Wanted to wait for a big buck. Vicki is still in search of her first deer ever. And we have one more morning hunt left. So tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, we're going to see if it's going to be the day. Alright folks, I'm back at it again. Of course, didn't shoot anything the last time I was out here, but I'm bound and determined to put some meat on the table this time. It's going to be more than just taking trick photos through the scope with my iPhone. We're going to ease our way back down Rabbit Road, sit in a little tripod stand. It's a beautiful afternoon. We're going to try to catch something today. Okay, I'm up in my stand. It's a little tripod stand. Got a river just that away. Got a nice food plot behind me. When I was coming down the trail, I jumped a whole flock of turkeys. There must have been 18, 19 turkeys. Gobble, gobble. Now, I've got to go into stealth mode. I'm going to be like a ninja. I'm going to get the deer right now. Stay tuned. It's about 8:30. I've been sitting on this hardwood ridge. I just had 3 big bucks walk by at about 150 yards out. I'm shooting my new rifle. I took a shot. I don't know if I hit anything. I'm afraid I missed. That is sickening. We'll go check it out. I'm going to wait about 20 minutes. We'll see what happens. Okay, I've just walked down, did a little scouting. I found some blood. See some pink mixed in with it, which means I probably got a nice long shot, nice dark red blood. I'm going to wait a few more minutes just in case it hasn't completely died. Okay, I've picked up the trail. Been following it for about 30 yards. Still have good blood. Some really good blood there. Been hunting this hardwood ridge for the last several hunts. And I just had to give it one more try. It's the last day of the season for me. It's New Year's weekend. Just need one more deer. Oh, I think I see it through the woods. A little white spot there. Oh, I hope that's it. There it is. Oh, gosh. Where you're getting the first shot at Steve Thompson's first big buck. Oh my gosh, what a beauty. What a nice deer. Oh my gosh. Beautiful rack. Well, it's been an interesting year hunting at Durhamtown this year. I've hunted more this year than I ever have before. The place has ATV trails and motorcycle trails everywhere. And stands, tons of stands. Can't ever figure out where to go. Ultimately, going by instinct, hunting hardwood ridges instead of food plots has ultimately paid off. All right, folks, it's time to go get the deer. We're riding the trails at Durhamtown. Hang on tight. Yeah, I like to avoid the mud if at all possible. Let's go get that deer. You know, this really all started back towards the beginning of the season. We were out here doing some hunting, and some motorcycle trail riders actually stopped by and talked with us, saw us wearing our camo and stuff, and they were telling us about this big buck that they saw over on the E Trail, which is pretty much right where I was just hunting. And I've been thinking all season long, you know, there's probably been 10 nice quality bucks shot out of Durhamtown this year, and I knew that the big one hasn't been bagged from this area. And actually, when I shot this one, there's two others that were walking alongside them, just kind of hanging out. And the other two weren't quite as big as this one, but they were close to it. I know that they're going to grow up to be something really special next year. Want to again thank you all for tuning in. I was shooting today. The new rifle I bought my wife, actually. She didn't get to hunt this weekend, but this is the Remington 308 MX, which is just kind of like the normal 308s that you're familiar with, but it's a special round to work in the lever action. She proved to be a very fine weapon this weekend. Got my Yamaha Grizzly. Want to thank Yamaha as well as our other sponsor, Chevrolet. And nothing runs like a Chevy truck. The longest lasting, most dependable trucks on the road. Thank you again for tuning in. Be sure the next time you're out in the woods, enjoy the outdoors.